Good evening, welcome to the stream. There is an additional 5 more friendlies to be done. So, it's late in the day, but I guess we can do some, right? Let's go for it. Most of these are against either inferior opponents or they are opponents that should be inferior. Well, our opponents in the league. That said, for some reason the goals for the season went down from a top 4 down to, I think, a mid-table finish. I appreciate that. Otherwise, no big news, I think. Oh yeah, there are news. I included the new faces for the 15-year-olds. Well, if I can find one, that is. Mark Williams, for example. So the eggheads are gone. I did that. At least for now. I think we went through these last time. And otherwise, not much changed, really. So, in case you watch it later, this is Saturday evening. Yeah, we had a really nice day. I thought to myself, well, might as well do a friendly or two. Hopefully improve team dynamics a little bit. That's it. Also, this is right after Bayern Munich apparently secured the title once more, because Dortmund was too stupid to do it. Just as a German politician that is well loved within Bavaria told the press. So I guess he said something that was true. That's new. TV money. Oh no. This is new. Yeah, this is new. At least to me it is. Let's see. Income. Sponsorship is exactly the same. Oh, and TV revenue for last season was 10k. We had TV revenue? Seriously? Wow, that's new to me at least. I wasn't aware. Otherwise, not much to tell, right? Is this the guy that we signed? Yeah, he's our sports scientist along the way. Which reminds me, he's a regular sports scientist, so shouldn't there be a in the medical center maybe? Doesn't look like there's recurring injuries. That's damn lucky. Great. Really great. We should look to adjust our tactics to be less intensive. Okay. Cool. Finally. Didn't we recommend they do this? Then it was declined. Was there something else? Might have been. Cost 600 and, well, 700 euros per coach. That's fine with me. Let's just continue as it is. Apparently, we speak a lot of different languages. 12 days to go with the managerial support promise. It's really great too. Very much like that. But about the staff. Let's see our coaching team. So, I have a National B license apparently. Sam Jones. He's not training for another license, is he? No. So it's Bacon Richards and Civilin, or however it's pronounced. These three. Which means Julian Jenkins can still do a coaching course. No, he can't. Colin Strong can't do one either. And Alex Phillips, apparently not. Okay. Well, these are the performance analysts. Doesn't matter much. In the case of Julian Jenkins, I would have liked him to do a coaching course. Maybe we can do that later. Who knows? Alright. Full scouting report for these. So, Risker RFE, the club of ours. If I'm not wrong about this. Yeah. They are a non-league team though. Not listed. They do not play. Hi. Welcome to the stream. So, what brings you here? Other than your your obvious, I guess, favor for... It's not a favor in English. You like Football Manager, obviously. Did Taffs Well in Wales sound appealing to you, or is it something different? Are you here to celebrate? I don't know. Championship of this club or that one. Most seasons are done now, right? Oh. Oh. That's nice to hear. So you're probably number 11 on the subscription count there. Because somebody randomly subscribed. Yeah. Nice to see that at least somebody's interested in the YouTube videos, but YouTube videos are a bit behind. They always are. This is due to legal stuff. Twitch doesn't like it if you publish the videos at the same time, at the same day. So, yeah, they are usually a bit behind. I think for now there's like 4 videos in the pipeline. So if you if you picked up the last time, yeah. Well, there's a lot of it. I think at this point it's 110 YouTube videos in 2 playlists. This is all one save though. So to be fair, I didn't start out with the first video at the start of the save. So some of it was off stream, but pretty much I think like 5/6 or something is on stream. And it's really rubbish at the start. It's probably rubbish now too. But, you know, in comparison to experienced streamers, I guess. But I think the first 10 videos are probably really hard to watch. It gets better in time, though. So, on the other hand, you gotta get used to it somehow, right? So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you can watch all of it or skip through it or come over here to Twitch and just see if it's interesting to you. What is it you do in Football Manager? Given that you like lower league management stuff. I guess you do similar saves yourself? We have no idea about this guy. I guess he can come in on trial. Might be a stray model citizen. Not that I think it will be. Sure. There's some bench spots anyway, right? Also, in case you feel inclined to answer that, was there anything in particular that was appealing to you? About, I guess there's a lot of lower league management stuff on YouTube. So, don't tell me it was the thumbnails. As far as I'm aware, they are really horrible. Thank you, Vixman. Thank you very much and welcome back to the stream. I will, just for you, I will manage Manchester City once. I will not. Never, ever. I will not do that. I might do it at some point. Ah, I see. Well, to answer both remarks here, Vixman, so what's a level that doesn't suck? Is it like the in-betweenness? Like the third and fourth league or something like this, according to you? This is what doesn't suck. That's what's interesting. And to answer to Lemke, that stuff happens, right? Our Yudahawk Dalt's save didn't go down well either. Because, well, apparently requirements by the chairman are vastly different than our own. So, this guy can go to the bench, sure. Andy Davies. Yeah, just for your information, I'm back from a barbecue on the balcony. So, I'm kind of, how is this? I'm stuffed at this point. So, yeah, in case there's some burping or something, you've been warned. Well, do we need to substitute anyone here? Martinez is not... He isn't in good condition. Don't want to do that, so let's put Griffith on here. He might remain with the team anyway, right? By the way, does he count as homegrown? Of course he doesn't. Okay. Okay, no, good to know. Maybe I'll get there at some point, but, you know, somebody told me that I need to go to Wales because England is boring. I guess I followed that advice. Hey, Martin needs to go off. So, where does Moody? Here's Moody. So Moody can come on. The Hurdy needs to go off. So I guess Freddy Wilds plays a single game. It's kind of a waste of time, really. But our secondary wingback out here is not available yet. Anyone else in particular? Don't think so. Obviously, we can rotate and put everyone on the pitch that is entirely out of shape. I guess that's not a bad idea, is it? Brian Gibson for Jones. Toby Yates for Holt. Rooney. Tucker would need to go off. Nah, let's bring Isaac. Because Rooney will probably not be in the first team. That's kind of weird. He's not that old, actually. So maybe we should have played him in the youth team anyway, for the entire season. For the last one, that is. That could have done him some good. This is fine. Alright. Let's not forget morale management now that I think of it. This is only about training though, and maybe about the conduct in general. Not much to tell here. We might praise his conduct though. Let's do this. Coleman. Not much to tell. Cobb. That's okay-ish, but not great. Davies. Doherty on a 7.4 rating. This is fine. We should probably do it here. Gibson on a 7.6. Just as expected, right? Dummelty, 7.6. Oh. The keyboard works, at least for now. Sure. This is fine too. Now we're getting in dangerous areas, I think. Because some of these players might not agree. He will probably be too professional to comment in a negative way. Apparently he has been working hard. Trainer, for him that's probably hard work, yes. Yeah. Thought so. And down below here, he didn't train well, but he's 28. For him, that's no good. That's a 6.5 rating though, so that's not horrible. And I don't want to praise their conduct too much. Let's go to the friendly. Is there anything we need to change? This is a friendly against Riska. What tactic is the worst? Apparently the attacking one. So we go with the attacking tactic. Against this club, I guess down the wings is fine. Attacking tactic is this one. Yeah, so down the wings should be fine. In this case, overlapping is probably not a bad idea either, given that this is a 4-2-3-1 that we will be facing. And otherwise, I'm rather happy with this. He probably shouldn't shoot more often though. Let's tell him to shoot less often. He's not a good shooter. Kinda weird for a shadow striker, but who cares? We'll do this. Here we go. Do we have sound? We do have sound. So, but there might not be anyone that watches this friendly though, like in-game that is. So, is Lemke still around? Lemke's still around. So Lemke, what did you do afterwards? After you got sacked a couple seasons in? Did you just continue your save or did you start a new one? Or, I don't know, play something else? We gotta win this, right? Yeah, there's absolutely nobody in the stadium. Deserted. But there's noises. 26 people in the attendance. This is how 26 people sound. Currently, according to SI at least. Yeah, I see. That's true. Probably true for most of the players that do FM. Or they do not do FM in a... They're not the ones to micromanage. They are like, I will go through a season in, I don't know, 1 day. Which is, to me, this is like, absolutely impossible. I cannot do that. It takes forever for me to get through a season. That's actually bad defending. Wilds, Nice pass towards Trainer. Trainer. Back towards Wilds. Across. Gibson doesn't manage to catch the ball there. Isaac. I guess that counts as a finish. He might have hit one of the lights though. Oh no. Seriously. Don't do that to me. Yeah, I see. I did that prior to streaming. Sometimes. Yeah, he's injured. Potential foot injury. 4 minutes into the game. There we go. Alex Holt will probably be... we'll see later on. Hopefully it's not too serious. I did the 90-minute stuff from time to time. It feels like it improves the results too. To be fair. At least to me. It always felt that way. Because, you know, you pick up on patterns that you just can't pick up on in highlights. At least I can't. But that might also be my problem. Moody. Not a bad shot. For a defensive midfielder, that is. Smith. Morgan. But everybody's got their own preferences with that stuff, right? It's the same with specific, you know, individual training for players and all that stuff. Or even general training. Some people just like to give that to the assistant manager or whoever's in charge. Hell, there's even people that don't like to do transfers. For some absurd reason. Everybody's got their own preferences there. Finally, Oli Ishak with the first goal of the game. Took a while, but there it is. Yeah, and for other people, transfers are like, this is for the director of football, I don't want to do this. Right? So, to me, it's about both. Well, also the games, even though sometimes it gets a bit tiresome to play one game after another. Sometimes I feel like transfers are more important, but in other times I kinda enjoy doing the tactical stuff. So it really depends. Trainer, Wilds, Kelly, Wilds. Gibson, Holt. Not a bad shot. Yeah, these can be interesting. Depending on what kind of youth academy save you're trying to do. Oh, what a goal by Moody. With the youth stuff, one thing that I repeatedly like to do is to pick a club that doesn't necessarily have good facilities, like a lower league club, and just develop them over time. And do that on an incremental basis. So not pushing for promotion or anything most of the time, but rather push for development overall. And that's really boring to most people. Also on the stream, I guess. But I like to do that. I like to see continuous improvement, so that it feels sustainable. The problem is, the chairman, usually in most of the clubs, once you develop the club, they are usually much more ambitious than you are, if you want to do it that way. So, that sounds kind of absurd, but you need a chairman that has absolutely no ambition, and is perfectly willing to let you... That was a good chance, by the way. Well, it was offside. But you need a chairman that is basically a slack. That doesn't care. If you manage to find that, then you're fine. Or so they tell me. Whatever. It feels that way, at least to me. Moody. Nice long ball by Moody towards Trainer. Oh, he hits the crossbar. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Morgan. So, Lemke, are you affiliated with any particular football club in real life? Like a fan of some club? Is there any club that I should avoid making fun of? Or the other way around? Maybe you are a big fan of one club that I repeatedly make fun of. Nice one. Gibson. Gibson. What a goal by Gibson. What a goal. This guy is just fantastic. What a finish. That composure. Look at that. Shh. Yeah, it's a bonus stream. And welcome back to the stream, Charon Elliot. So, we had yet another barbecue on the balcony today. And, as I told the others earlier, I'm kind of stuffed now. So, I thought to myself, well, we might as well do a stream. No promises about the time frame, though. Oh, Portland Timbers. Okay, so I'm not aware of any of the US teams. But Charon Elliot can probably, find some sense in this, I guess. For lack of a better way to put it. Are you, Charon Elliot, a fan of any American team? In the MLS or something? Is there, can we do some sort of bitch fight here? Or is it, like, I don't know, no opposing teams found? I'm still hoping for a Manchester United fan, by the way, just to oppose Explosive Birthday Cake, who's a Manchester City fan. But I guess Arsenal will do. That's a really good chance. We gave that away. In fact, attacking worked fine so far. But why do we do that? Let them have the ball. Who cares? Because, given that we scored 3 goals, we might as well shut up shop and defend this game and, you know, get it over with. Is there time wasting? Let's do some time wasting. 3 goals are enough. Should be doable, right? I didn't watch it. That's very detailed. I am not the one to talk about this. Probably. But maybe Lemke has an opinion on that. And about the Dortmund game, so this is very simple. I canceled a lot of my streaming stuff. Yeah, you know, the TV stuff too. So I don't watch those anymore. Even though I would have wanted to. But given that Bayern Munich have been crowned champions once more, you know, I'm from Stuttgart, so this is the other way, in southern Germany. Every year, well, there's a lot of bad years for me, from that perspective. I would have anyone being champion other than Bayern Munich. But it's not about my opinion, apparently. That said, I think Bayern Munich have and had a horrible season, despite being champions. And well, I think they've fired Oliver Kahn and Hasan Salihamidzic. So or something like this. And that story with Nagelsmann, really, I don't get it. I guess I got it to a degree, but, you know, paying a lot of money for a manager of another club that is a rival in the league, and afterwards firing that manager, like, I don't know, how much time was it? 1.5 years in? Was it even 1.5 years? I'm not sure. As I said, I don't get it. Isaac, that's not a bad ball. Is it offside though? No, it is not. If only trainer. Oh! Not bad, Gibson. Not bad. Let's praise the team. I think 3-0 is probably fine. In case anyone's interested in doing that, I'm willing to learn about American football, by the way. So not American football. Nice one. Nice one. We take those. This is Gareth Griffiths. This is the U19 player, by the way, that came up. So he might be more than 19 now. But I like that. So not American football like the sports, but the American, you know, soccer. For you Americans. I have no idea about the MLS, more or less, other than watching like a few games. It depends on how you define popular. I guess more popular than most politicians, but so he's well known. I would put it that way. He's well known. That doesn't mean that he's liked specifically. On the other hand, there's people in like that are well known that are liked much less in football. So I guess he's, yeah, popular to a degree. As in, people know him. He will probably find another job. But he's been affiliated with Bayern Munich so much. I'm not sure if that's even something he wants. Yeah, I'm happy with this overall. Great. I think one of them was complacent. Problem is I cannot really warn anyone. Oliver Kahn always was a bit of a rough one, so this is all based on whatever you see in. Yeah, but I'm not trying to be funny about it. Not at this point in time. There's other people in German football, like for example memeber, if that is a name that rings a bell with you. That are, you know, once he opens up his mouth hole, usually you can switch off, whatever. So yeah, there's people there that are really not worth the time to listen to. Then and Oliver Kahn always has been sort of a rough one, rhetorically, I think. It's not like he's horrible as a spokesperson or something. It's just that he's never been the front man, the person to put in front of the cameras, I think. And it's the same with him and back when he was a player, right? There was always a certain aggression about him as a goalkeeper. And I think this drags to this day. So there's much more popular figures in German football, at least to me. On the other hand, this is also a matter of preference, I guess. So if you want to see, for example, if you want to have a popular figure in German football, like immediately two chief coaches, or they call those managers here, but you know, the bosses of the coaching team anyway in Germany come to mind. The first one is Christian Streich, who is in Freiburg. There's barely anyone in Germany that doesn't like him, and if they don't like him, it's usually about the dialect. So the pronunciation, right? Because he's from Freiburg, and well, you can certainly hear that. And another person came to mind. Let me think about it for a second. That was a great chance, by the way. So for me, obviously, as a somebody born in Stuttgart, I guess I like Pellegrino Matarazzo and Sven Mislintat. I think it's hard not to like Sven Mislintat due to just the know-how that he brings to the table and the willingness to explain stuff. He was on some sort of Stuttgart-related podcast back when he was in Stuttgart for 6 hours and explained not only his career, but also transfer decisions and how certain stuff went down. And why some transfers do not work, including numbers. That's fan service on a level that you just can't find with other people. As the director of football in a club, to do that kind of stuff with a small podcast, that's just impressive. So yeah, very likable, at least to me. Are there other people that come to mind? I guess it vastly depends on your affiliation with a certain club, though, right? Because if you don't like a certain club, usually you don't like the personnel there, just for being there. So it's a bit of a problem. Yeah, one additional person comes to mind. I don't know if you watched Cologne recently, probably not. But yeah, FC Cologne, they signed Steffen Baumgart from Paderborn. I think it's been a while at this point. And Steffen Baumgart is just a personality. There's no other way to put this. He's like aggressive, straightforward, and his football is exactly the same. Yeah, he's like somebody you scrape off a pitch somewhere in the lower leagues. But a really great coach. And I hope they stick with him for a few years, because he can be uncompromising, if you want to put it that way. But that's exactly what makes him a charming person. And I think there's a video of Steffen Baumgart back in Corona. I don't think there's much to tell. So Ballack, at least to me, in terms of popularity, Ballack is middle of the road. It's not like I'm very fond of him, but he doesn't do shit these days. I couldn't tell you what he does. Neither Schweinsteiger or Klose. These are, I realize that they are well-known players on an international level, but not everybody that's well-known or was well-known on an international level is like popular these days. Think Mario Gomez, for example. You probably know Mario Gomez, given that he was one of the best German strikers. But his last season in Stuttgart was, I don't know, age caught up to him. It's not like we were really annoyed by him. He's a good guy to have around, I guess. I mean, in general in a club. But I'm not sure if he does anything. Klose might be coaching now. Is he back in Italy? I'm not sure. I really don't know. He might be back in Italy at this point. No. I got that completely wrong. Klose was assistant manager in Munich, and he has been in Altach. I guess he got quit in his job with SCR Altach in Austria after 24 games, and he finished that job at the 20th March this year. He might be. He might be. There's also this is like in footballing terms, this is a long time ago, right? Because Miroslav Klose, he's 44 now at this point. So it's not like he had a long career, if you want to put it that way. He finished his career in 2016. So in footballing terms, that's a while. 7 years ago? That might be. That game against Brazil, I can certainly remember that one. That was. To be fair, this was more about the fact that Brazil wasn't entirely incapable of playing anything. I still think that, that World Cup was won despite Jogi Löw being... I think there was another cup though, was it? Not sure. It's been so long. But that year that the World Cup was won by Germany, we didn't play great football as a German national team. So we won that despite the bad tactics. And I stand by that statement. I think some of the stuff I just didn't understand. And I wasn't alone with that. But then again, national football most of the time is kind of weird. Trainer. Come on, come on. That should be... Seriously, Holt. You gotta score. So this is all defensive football, by the way. I guess we could substitute some of the players at this point. Sure. Alright. Who needs to come on? I guess everybody can come on. Adair can come on. Jamie Roberts can come on. Yes, I realize. So Adair will be put into the middle again. Harry Martin for Moody. He's not that exhausted. Doherty, he shouldn't be that far off. Gary Byrne for Kelly. I don't think we bring on Byrne today. We bring on Lewis. Lewis needs match experience. Adam Jones can come on for Gibson. Why not? Then we have Muhammad Toker. Sure, why not? But we can also play Tumulty. Yeah. For some players that happens. For others, I don't know, they just go down. I guess they want to have some privacy. Or just because you were a good player doesn't mean you are a good manager. And I can nail that point home with an example out of this Football Manager save, in fact. I will do that after the game. We will look at Zlatan Ibrahimovic after this game. He's... most likely, he's still unemployed to this day. Tumulty. Why? Seriously, Tumulty. Don't do that to me. I know it's just a friendly and it's not important, but I still want Tumulty to score in these situations. So he's complacent. Let's do something that really doesn't go down well with players usually. Let's tell him to focus. Yeah, now he's overwhelmed. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. I don't think so. Not in particular. The problem is the opponent is much too weak, and we do this for the fitness anyway. We get a corner. Yeah. I think this happens time and time again, and most of these managers just end up, in a few of the lower leagues. They try to take a first step into professional football, realize that as a manager you gotta have vastly different skill set, and I'm not even sure if I would say they are not capable to do that, because there's also a certain degree of luck about these things, right? You gotta be at the right spot at the right time. Just as with every other job too. Sure, the effort is part of it and skill is part of it, but you know, you can be really skillful in a shitty company and nobody appreciates it. So, but as a manager, usually you get a second chance, but you might not get a third. Maybe. And it's also the other way around, obviously. Just think of Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp never was a good footballer. He's a great leader, though. Is he a great expert in you know, on a, I guess, on a know-how level about football? I guess you can argue at this point he is, but I'm not so sure if he was from the start. He's one that's really great at delegating stuff, though. And he said so much, I think, years ago. Especially now in Liverpool, this is something that he just needs to do. Trust his staff, because they are highly qualified. And he never was a great footballer, personally. So it's just, there's no exact match there, I think. Welcome to the stream, Bravo 433. So, if this is the way it is, we are in for a long ride. By the way, how did you manage not to get fired throughout 22 seasons? I don't think I would be able to do that. Classical Jones, I can live with this. That's fine. So hopefully it will not take 22 seasons. Yeah, exactly. Also, there's different levels of leadership. I've been reading up on this lately, actually. So let's just say it's part of what I need to do. And they declare, in literature, sometimes they declare different levels of leadership. And the higher up you go, the less important the leader is, and the more it is about what the team does and the team's decisions. So in the end, you end up with this model of servant leadership, if that makes sense to you. So seen from that perspective, at some point, a leader is not much else but somebody that empowers other people. And that's a nice perspective, at least. You can obviously disagree with this, right? A lot of people disagree with a lot of stuff with these kinds of topics. Ah, I see. I see. So I guess we should have gone with Pentibond. Because, well, we're with Taffs Well, and I'm not sure about the ambitions of the chairman here, but given that we were not relegated last season, he started with us being in the top 4 this season. And reduced it later on for some reason. Yeah. There's... To be a good leader is such a big topic. One can probably spend a few lifetimes without knowing for sure. Because it vastly depends on the circumstances and so on and so forth. Well, this is semi-pro too. Also, we do not get real contracts, you know? This is all non-contracts. So, not even part-time contracts here. I guess this counts as part-time for the staff. But for some reason, we cannot give them real contracts. So, Bravo, are you here on accident, or are you also somebody that's washed in via the YouTube channel? This, by the way, Lemke, this was the first time I ever heard about that. So, yeah, it's kind of nice to know that actually somebody watches this kind of stuff on YouTube from time to time. Yeah, yeah. And in fact we did, in the stream. There was hopefully not Sharon Knowledge, hopefully not. I realized that he did some good in the United States. At least I think he did. But in German football, he went, he was with Hertha BSC for a short time, and then left in rather, how How do I put this in a nice way? He left in circumstances, for the lack of a better term. In circumstances that went down well with parts of the press, in particular the Bild, I think. So that's the equivalent of, you know, trash newspaper. And afterwards, his popularity, if he was popular in Germany, was definitely ruined. And by the way, Hertha went down this season, and that was way overdue. So, seen from that perspective, they deserved each other, to a degree. But it's always easy to tell. What's so special about Welsh League? Honest question. Mika Billion told me to get off this rock. That's all I know about Wales. Also work permits. And, well, we might have a problem with the lack of young players that are homegrown in the club. That's something that I noticed, I think, last stream. I guess I was aware of it. It wasn't included in the league routes for the coming season, so I ignored it. And afterwards it was re-included in the league rules, and now we have a problem. Because, you know, we might need to include some under 21-year-olds, some of the players down in the U19. These need to be included now in the first team. Hopefully we will find some. Problem is, that basically means that we need to include the youth intake from this year. Because, you know, we fired the rest. They were shit though. No apologies. And he's still complacent. Can we fire him up, maybe? Because focusing apparently didn't work. He doesn't care, he's overwhelmed by feedback. Free kick by Jones. There it is. We conceded another goal. This really needs to stop. It's just a friendly, but we also gave away much too many chances. I don't like that at all. To be fair, I didn't, you know, whiff him talking. So this is at least 50% just chatting right now. I'm not following this game particularly well. Oh, so are we talking like national coach in China? I did that one time with Netherlands, I think, alongside the main job, and let's just say I'm not excited by the way international management works in Football Manager. On the other hand, this is really great, usually. So, yeah, So my concept here is you should take the job until you have scouting knowledge for about, I don't know, 50%, and then you can just quit the job immediately. Nobody cares, and you keep the scouting knowledge. In fact, it continues to grow towards 100%. Mighty Lions. That sounds mighty. Kinda sad that Mies didn't come. He's a Dortmund fan. Or maybe he was around at some point. Well, Toby Yates is injured. Fingers crossed. Everybody cross their fingers for me. We need Toby Yates. I do not want to sign another striker. Cross your fingers for me. Did you cross your fingers? This can't be true. Seriously, I guess 4 to 5 weeks is not the worst of it. I had to. I reserved this for Mies and for Dortmund, but I guess I had to. Well, okay, 4 to 5 weeks, I guess. Plus an additional week until he's match fit, at least to a degree. This means we could use another striker. We have a replacement maybe in the U19, so maybe we should do that. Lebanon Blues are an opponent for from this league, at least for this season, I think. Von Panther went down, if I'm not mistaken. This is a trash club. That or I don't know that club anyway. Might be from the North League. Who knows? I have no idea about Welsh clubs. And we still have problems with dynamics, I think. We got increased dynamics. Team cohesion is bad. Yeah, so okay, we've got problems with team cohesion. Whatever, they don't like each other. Alright, that's it. They don't like each other. Why is that though? And we also got rid of some mentoring groups. So let's have a look at who's left. Oh yeah, the central defenders group got... There's no central defenders group anymore? Why is that? Did I remove that for a reason? They probably didn't influence each other anymore, right? But Sam Jones is... Sam Jones has no traits though. He can influence anyone. So let's try with the central defenders. He tries to play way out of trouble, that's a problem. Martinez is 28. That's useless. Felt that didn't get any influence from him, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's nobody left. Oh, he gets some influence from him. So does Feldstedt have traits? Nope. We might as well include a young guy here. Isaac the Spirited. Does he train any traits? Sure he does. Runs with ball often. Not great on a central defender, rather not risk it. The Hurdy is on no training for traits. He's resolute though, so there's no use adding him. I guess Ryan Gibson could come in. Definitely not. Rooney will not remain in the squad. Adam Jones is a realist? Adam Jones was a perfectionist. Oh no, what did we do? He's a realist now? Well, the former perfectionist apparently needs some reshaping. Harry Cobb. Let's just use Isaac and hope for the best. So there's significant influence on him though. Feldstedt on the other hand. Well, I guess we could include somebody that's fairly pro, right? Or the Hurdy. Being a resolute player. This would be totally fine. For us, right? Except Bale on his own. But that's how it is, though. If you come as a star into a club, and you're like, well, I'm better than everyone, and they are like a well-knit, a tight group. So they're looking like, he's the good guy. He's the new one. Coleman and Feldstedt expire. Well, Feldstedt will join us anyway. So that's none of our concern at this point. And Paul Coleman can go back to your dog, Dal's IK. I don't know, some random stupid guy signed him for whatever, too much money there. So they can keep him. Whoever that guy was and what he thought about it. We will never know. We will never know. Yeah, well, so next friendly is against Blevin and Blues. And the last one we won by 4 goals, that's not too bad. Against Blevin and Blues, we will have a harder time. They play a 4-4-2 apparently. And a Route 1 style. Similar balanced style whether home or away, so long balls. Sure. Against a 4-4-2, we will probably go through the middle. And I am very comfortable with playing a defensive formation this time. Is there a striker in the U19? Or do we need to employ Adam Jones up front? There are strikers. So Nathan Giller is considered a poacher. Yeah, whatever. Alex McCory, that's probably the second. That's probably decent for a striker. It's not great, but for 3 or 4 games as a replacement from the bench, he might make an appearance. To be fair, didn't he collapse as a footballer previously? Like prior to that? He had real problems with injuries, right? At one point. I think back with Real still. We could also use him as a pressing forward or as a deep lying forward. What makes him a good deep lying forward though? The technique? The decision making? The flair? Wow. Yeah, we train him as an inverted winger. So, I guess McCory it is. Congratulations, Mr. McCory. You have been promoted. At least for now. Holt will play down. And we will include Mr. McCory. If I can find him. Yeah, I realize. That's what I was wondering about. Where is he? Yeah. The other guy didn't have, I don't know, some attributes were way off. So he was like good in 50% of it and really bad in the other 50% required. So I'm not so sure why it went that way. But you see, there's a few signings coming in. And given that stream stickers currently reminds me right now, so I dropped Cheronalo the message previously. I did what was requested of me. There's 3 stickers, 3 individual stickers now. And I dealt with Adobe Express. Adobe Express, and created individual stickers. So my face is on the internet now. We took pictures and stuff. It was horrible. So they are available now. No promises that they are fun though. Definitely no promises. But I did was the requested stuff. Also, if you want to find like icons or thumbnails or stuff on the internet that are under Creative Commons license, yeah, you can find stuff, but it's really annoying to find stuff. Like you get thrown pay X amount for this picture into your face all the time. Also attribution. She did take 2 pictures of my face. Because, yeah, so you requested a seriously sticker, as well as, what was the other one? As well as the if I can help it sticker, right? So, what use would it be if I would include a random picture there? So obviously I took a picture of my face. And yeah, well, I think neither of the two pictures is really a nice picture, but we had a nice white wall, so we took a picture and got rid of the background later on, and I did a font and that stuff. Also sound, but you know how I sound. So in a moderately depressing voice, I recorded sound lines, and that's what we have now. She did. She did. She did. Also, she came over because back when I was finished with the first one, I think it was a seriously one. I'm not sure. Once I finished with the first one and tried it on stream here, in OBS without streaming, I just couldn't help but laugh. My laughing was so loud that she came over. But that's a very specific kind of humor, to make fun of yourself, I guess. I don't think so. She's. I don't want to talk about her too much, by the way, due to privacy concerns. It's not for me to decide. But I don't think in general she's not that interested in my streaming, if that makes sense. It's like more of an annoying thing to her. It was like fun for a week until I took it too serious. Like the way you do if you play Football Manager. You take everything too serious. Is it taking it seriously? Too seriously? It's still related to the verb. So I guess it's taken too seriously. Yeah. Yeah, this is mostly related to the fact that I can stream for 8 to 10 hours a day if I want to. Like, me personally, I don't feel bad. But, it's not exactly what's healthy to a relationship. That is, if your relationship is not with your computer. If your relationship is with your computer, thank you very much, Cheronald. Seriously, thank you very much. So yeah, but I guess this is just me personally, taking stuff too seriously from time to time. That's always me. It's the same with, I don't know, investing, or nutrition or whatever. I tend to dig into stuff and read too much about it, and in the end, I'm not sure if the result is that much better in comparison to somebody who scrapes the surface. Right? Sometimes it just gets more confusing the deeper down you drill. So yeah, there's that. But it's not like I have a big fight about the streaming all the time. It's okay. But it might be. But I tend to shift topics from time to time, and it's not like I'm not interested in the old topics anymore. It's just that a certain limit is reached, and after this limit, it doesn't feel like there's any. I guess I get what I wanted out of it. That makes sense. So, for example, in investing, you can just a common topic, right? So hashtag not financial advice, but I will not give any advice anyway. So if you drill down in investing, for example, usually you go down until you realize that you just pick an index fund, preferably distributed worldwide, and afterwards you're fine. You're like 95% of what you could achieve optimally. And but you can drill down deeper into that kind of stuff, into factor investing and all of that stuff, so quantitative investing with statistical analysis and, like you do. Not the kind with the stock picking and the gambling. And that might have some benefit, but time-wise, it's not exactly efficient. There's products for this, not recommending anything here, but, there's a limited amount of stuff that you get out of it. And if you drill down even more, you might get to stuff like Robert Merton's hedging of state variables of a personal portfolio. So this is a very loose term, and it's very scientific. But if you drill down even more, at a certain point, you realize that your specific circumstances as a person influence the way you should invest. So then you can try to adapt this, but obviously it comes with a lot of room for error. So is this really better than having a market portfolio with an index fund? I don't know. I'm not an advisor. This is an advisor's job. And also it's about happiness in life. Again, there could be some benefit there, but on the other hand, some people are just happy in life without knowing about this kind of stuff, right? So would you drill down that hole? At a certain point, there's like nothing but bedrock, right? Because whatever you find, it's probably not worth the effort at this point. And this is true for most topics. Same with nutrition. There's general principles most of us know. Probably skip on the burgers and the Coke. And, well, I like burgers. But, skip on the unhealthy food, skip on sugary drinks, skip on trans fats at least. And afterwards, it's probably eat a lot of salad, eat a lot of vegetables, and I don't know, ask a nutritionist. I'm not a nutritionist. But to know into detail about certain things, like different types of fats and so on, that's really interesting to a degree. But on the other hand, it doesn't serve much purpose. Like, everybody tells you eat more fish. Cool. There you go. The fatty fish, please. Right? That's what's considered healthy, at least to, as far as I know. I don't think this is bad advice. Then again, if you want to know for sure, ask a nutritionist. They will probably tell you. And afterwards, I don't know. Eat nuts. Do not eat chocolate. Wow. I think that's a plus as far as I'm aware. But then again, there's so many different perspectives on that kind of stuff. So whatever fits you. Like me personally, sometimes I go hungry. Sometimes I take a walk, even though I'm hungry. So I guess that counts as fasting. Yeah, I got that. It feels to me like this is included in a normal life sometimes. And also, one can overdo it with certain aspects. So not specifically knocking on that, but one can overdo it and miss the big picture. If you're vastly overweight, for example, and a smoker, there's probably a few things that you can do, and it doesn't have to do with 3 grams of sugar. It's, probably stop the smoking first and go for a walk. But you don't need a nutritionist or a doctor for that. It's common sense. So the common sense topics probably serve 90% of the population. The remaining 10%, they have a real problem. Not envying them, that's for sure. That's not me talking down to people, by the way, that don't get it sorted, right? It's everybody's got their own challenges. And also, again, not giving advice. We should probably get back to Football Manager, though. On the other hand, this took a while to process, even though it's just 3 days. Yeah, that's really healthy. To me, it's skateboarding. More often than not, I don't do it, even though I should. But I try to take a walk from time to time too, because I think it's healthy. I try to do it in, greener environments, but I live in the middle of a city, so this is kind of not easy to do. We tend to go for a walk from time to time outside the city, but without a car, you only get so far. So it's usually taking one of the trams, going outside, going for a walk, like for 2 or 3 hours in the forest, and then come back. Yeah. there's some sense to this though, because if you do it repeatedly, you realize that there's benefits to it, right? You could probably agree to that, journal it. Even later in life, you realize that you did it wrong for a whole time. At least in my case, I'm 37 now, so looking backwards, I would probably have spent my 20s in another way. That's not a bold statement. And I probably would have skipped them some of the unhealthy stuff. I will not tell you what it was, because this, Twitch doesn't like us promoting unhealthy things. So, yeah, not gonna put up a list. But everybody knows what the usual unhealthy stuff is. Just skip that, really. It's not worth it anyway. And to have a good long life, a good long healthy life, by the way, is not that hard to achieve for most people. Some people obviously are just batshit unlucky. I don't know what to say about this. Some stuff is random. We will have a few transfers, maybe, prior to the friendly. That will mix things up. That's great. That's great. I got a bike a few weeks ago. I rarely use it. That's I could take the bike towards work. It would be much faster. And I've been struggling. I'm going on record with this on stream here. I've been struggling with getting back onto the bike. Just because I'm in the middle of a city, it feels kind of, you're on the street with the cars and so on. Sure, there's safer ways with less cars to go towards work. It will probably take me 20 or 25 minutes. On the other hand, do you really want to be all sweaty once you turn up at work? With the shirt all sweaty and so on. So that's probably not a good thing, especially given that I have to deal with, other people, usually. So they will probably not be excited if I turn up and could use a shower from the start. On the other hand, going back home by bike is probably a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. So to me, for example, this means that I take the deck and I take the bus towards work, even though it takes much longer. And if weather's good on the way home, I just get to the back of the deck and cruise towards my free time. And usually I'm kind of sweaty once I come home, because skateboarding is a lot of fun, but also, even if you just cruise along, it's quite exhausting for the whole body, really, due to the vibration all the time. And then in the end, you get your workout. It took you a while longer to come home. You take a shower, do a stream, and you sleep like a baby. I probably better than a baby. I don't know. I don't have children, and given the children around, they don't sleep much. Or maybe they sleep, but they wake up real early. I don't. But there's always a way to include healthy aspects into one's life, and also fun aspects, things that make happy. I think the ideal that's kind of optimizing, isn't it? If you can include some stuff in some sort of parallel approach into your life that is important to you, that's always good. And the classic example for this, I think, is taking a walk with friends, right? You meet a few friends that you don't see that much, and you go for a walk, like 2 hours in the forest or something. If you can do that, that's good for your health. You are in nature, which scientifically proven, well, statistically speaking, improves one's mood and one's health. and you have social contacts, right? So this is also very good, and it's proven to be beneficial to your mood, your health overall, for a happy life. Anyway, so why not do something like this? Most of us do that by heart. We get to that immediately, but some people can't seem to find combinations. Or I don't know. Sometimes you go for a 2-hour run and you do it on a treadmill. Why? Just go outside. On the other hand, if it doesn't fit your circumstances, whatever. Martinez' trial comes to an end. I think well, he's on a contract now. Clay's loan finishes. Anthony Richards just has been released by Leicester. I guess that means that he can come on trial. There's also no clause for Bowden. Does this count as being with us, by the way? We don't know. So let's bring him in too. These are former youth players of ours that got poached by big clubs. They all expire in 1 year though. Yeah, sure. As I said, sometimes there are circumstances. Or maybe I just thought. But you are right. Seriously. Just to go on record with this, I also struggle with these things myself, time and time again. It's just human, I guess, to try to optimize for this and then to have I don't know. I wouldn't call it a breakdown, but you fall back into old behavior and you need to do it all over again and find a better way to live your life. Repeatedly, that's just part of it. So, what do we want to do with him? I guess his positioning could do with some improvement. Also, the pace declines. I don't like that at all. Composure. I think we'll put him on quickness training. So my thought process here is quite simple though. He's a 28-year-old. He's 28. He just came in. He barely played last season. 10 matches. In the Premier, by the way. The almighty memeber is back. Welcome back to the stream, sir. I will... Wait, we need to do a toilet break anyway, right? I have some water. I don't need to go to the bathroom though. I need to get rid of this. There's a giant hole in this shirt, by the way, under one of the arms. So in case you can see that later on, no apologies. It's really hot in here, and it's not me. Probably the PC. Yeah, well, memeber, how did you do? Oh, it's how do I put this? It's going fairly well. Also, just because I'm rather, I don't know if I can be proud of that. It's a random accident. I would like to present you Lemke1444, who found us by YouTube. YouTube, of all places. So that's kind of exciting to me. Apparently, that are mixed up two people. So yeah, that probably not, no. He probably looked for random nerd guy playing Football Manager lower league or something like this. I don't know. And by the way, I agree with all of this, Jaron. It's also a very interesting topic overall. What do we do with Huxley? He's in the U19. He belongs there. That's fine. Also, I did the stickers. I don't know if you wanted the stickers, memeber, but somebody wanted the stickers. I did stickers. And I'm kind of... I think I dropped Sharon out of the message and I said I'm kind of anxious and excited at the same time about those. It's kind of like, I'm not sure if I should have done that. Because this will be on the internet forever. And no, I don't like him. I don't know. It's making fun of yourself that way is weird. If that makes sense. It felt some sort of... Is narcissistic the right term? Narcissist? You know? Egocentric. That... I don't like to be like that. That's a weird thing to say for a streamer, probably. I guess a certain degree is required. But seriously, I don't see myself that way. You can have another perspective, obviously. So, yeah, this is the third choice goalkeeper for this season. So Wojtak. Simon Owen is second choice or first choice, really. 23-year-old. And also a professional, which I very much like. Yeah, he was. He will probably be in the first team. Anticipation could do with some improvements. And by the way, his free reflexes too. So this is totally fine for me. Then we have Cole Gibbings. Cole Gibbings is destined to be a central defender. I'm not sure if he will play that much. But there's a real challenge for the central defenders now. There's a few good guys in this team at this point. He should probably improve his aerial stuff. Luca Latona. So, Luca Latona is not that impressive. He's got a trait, though, that fits the attacking scheme. Probably. It's scheme. And his dribbling isn't that great. So I guess we could try to teach him more dribbling. Off-the-ball movement is not great either. I'd rather go with the technique, though. You and your 4-1-4-1. No! I will teach him to do the formations. Yeah, we can do that. If I promise that right now, if I promise doing a 4-1-4-1 with the next team that we manage, thank you, Sharon Allen. Thank you for putting it that way. It's like, yeah. No, I feel stupid. More stupid than usual. To come back to memeber's point, though, I guess I would like to do a 4-1-4-1 at one point. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I think the way to put this is this is very personal to a degree, but it's not like it's a problem. There's a sticker for this now. Seriously, but to be fair, I think I'm always a bit confused by too much focus on my person, if that makes sense. It's not like I don't have a problem with it specifically, but I kind of feel too much attention for a specific person is confusing, and it's especially confusing if you put all of that attention to yourself. So speaking as a streamer, this is highly confusing because, you know, I'm part of the product. I guess I accepted this at this point. So yeah, but there's no, you know, marketing for this or anything. So to do stuff, have a me as part of the product, that's kind of weird to me. And it feels confusing. But I guess yeah, the excuse about the 4-1-4-1 is like this. I would be willing to do a 4-1-4-1 in the next team. The problem is I do not want to do any promises because we might end up doing I don't know, a 5-man defense or something like this instead. So also 4-1-4-1 in general I like as a formation. That's a fact. Just like a 4-2-3-1, I like a 4-1-4-1. And I like the one that has 2 central midfielders and 2 wide midfielders, as well as the one that you play. So this feels like a viable solution to me. Yeah, if you want to put it that way, sure. So this guy, by the way, is also first team. This is one of the most expensive signings. We pay him a 375 bucks per goal. It's euros, it's not bucks. So slightly more. I don't know. How's currency exchange rate these days? I'm not aware. Yeah, he could do with individual training though. So what's the individual training for him? The overhead kicks I don't mind. Knocks ball past the opponent is fine. He's not young enough to be trained as on pace anymore. I guess decision making and composure could do with some improvement, right? So let's do this. Final third training it is. True. Are you by any chance are you employed in the social sciences somewhere, or maybe philosophy or something like this? Do you have a background in that? You don't need to answer, obviously. Nate Davies is our playmaker. That's fine. We want him on support duty there. Ouch. No background. Okay. Well, maybe that's just wisdom. That comes with age. Reportedly, for some people. For some people, apparently, it doesn't come. Whatever the age is. Again, positioning. Yeah, that's fine. For a second, I thought I might ridicule that, given that you've been around the stream lately. But then again, I feel like this is something that I very much respect. Like, seriously. So I guess that's a good thing. Most people don't do that for their entire life. They just move on with their habits. And to think about what's important to you, I think that's a good thing. If you don't overdo it, obviously. As long as you don't fall down a hole. Hole, not hole. You can also fall down a hole, but I think that's not, this is not figurative speech. Oh. Thank you very much, stream stickers. Thank you very much. I don't know why it takes forever, by the way. Feels like we've been just chatting for ages at this point. He doesn't want to come. Oh, he does. We took him in on trial. Cool. Yeah, he's... The registration window opened. Okay, now we're fucked. If minimal rules cannot be reached, spaces must be left in the squad selection. Homegrown. Do we have homegrown players? Yeah. That's a very positive attitude. Again, I respect that. Hopefully, it's the same for most of, yeah. I guess everybody falls down a hole from time to time, right? But my thought process here was, hopefully it's the same for everybody on the stream, like with the getting back out and finding help in case it's needed. And there's no shame in that. Everybody needs help from time to time. Alright, let's get rid of this. So I realized that we play a friendly today. We also have our primary choices available. And Paul Coleman is not one of them. I will put him to the U19 now just to get rid of him. He will leave. So, who's the first one? Simon Owen, apparently. Because he's a pro. Kai Clay can be secondary choice, and Sobai Tak can be third. Which means... will we have a mentoring group for goalkeepers? I don't know. Is there anyone that might benefit from it? Let's see. In fact, there is. So Simon Owen might lose some professionalism. That's not good. But Kai Clay has an average effect from the group. So I think that's a good thing. If we can get him to be fairly professional, that would be fantastic. So everybody fairly professional is totally fine with me. Obviously, I do not want Simon Owen to lose his professionalism, but the influence from the group is light. So, not a big risk. Any traits in these avoids you using weaker foot. Fine with me. That's all fine. Right back didn't change much, did it? Who the hell is Jason Bowden? Is this one of the trialists that we just brought in? Yeah. That's the one that got released by Peterborough. Okay. Well, we can't rely on him though. He will probably not sign for us. Flynn Murray is the first choice here. Always has been. Heavy match load though, so let's not do this. Let's put him to the bench. And I really want to play the first team to get the match fit. They need sharpness. This is an easy choice though, so Chris Adair needs the time on the pitch. So let's give it to him. I will get rid of this. Martinez is the first choice here. Does he train as a central defender? Yes, he does. He's new with the club now. Harry Martin is probably not the secondary choice, but Cole Gibbings is. Also new. Brand new with the club. No idea about his circumstances just yet. He's not even fit. I don't care. He can have some minutes. Then there's Luca Latona. Brand new. Apparently in horrible form. He's more of an attacking player. Doesn't matter though. We will play him for the next match. And in a defensive role too. Who else would be available there? Doherty and Wilds. So does this mean that Wilds finally gets fired? Is this the way it is? Luca Latona is in. Doherty is there. Is there somebody in the U19 that can play left defender? Jake Evans as well as Tyler. Whatever his name is. Both of these can play fullback. Are they better than Wilds? Probably not. Let's have a look at Wilds one more time. You know, we gotta get rid of players that will not play. It's not that horrible. But... oh, thank you very much for the reminder. He's a manager, he's unemployed, and to be fair, this improved recently. He was worse. But he's 47 now in this save. And last time he was employed was with Milan in 2025. So that's been 4 years ago. He didn't want to come towards either Hawkbelt's IK, by the way. I wanted to sign him. No big deal. FCs happen. I don't know. Sometimes the public image is very different from the real person. Sometimes it's just the same. So, who knows? Compared to the Hurdy is the better defender, the Hurdy is a bit slower. We realized. This is why we brought in the other guy, and now I'm missing the name. Lona. Also not very fast, but he can probably compensate for this. So I think we can get rid of Freddy Wilds. Is he an important player in the squad? He's considered an emergency backup. Honest question, do we need to keep him? This is this is a Mika Billion question, I think. You're the one to say get rid of him, usually, right? He's not important in any way. He doesn't have a great personality. I think he trained well, reasonably well, Mr. Freddy Wilds. But I don't see that we need him anymore. His physicals are okay-ish, though. He's 25, though. No. I will decide. Release him. Bye. That's it. Freddy Wilds is gone. Okay, Baldwin, a midfielder. We still have Darren Evans. Darren Evans doesn't necessarily belong into Baldwin in midfield. Oh, for fuck's sake. He's on a heavy match load. He should... Well, he will. Let's see. We've got a lot of stuff. So let's play Harry Martin. He's also on a heavy match load, so I guess this is Moody's. There's a box-to-box midfielder spot here. This is for wherever he is. Where's Lewis? Here. I realize he's our captain though. So let's give him some time on the pitch. Ryan Gibson here, that's a no-brainer. Inverted winger out here. Is Toker ready? Sure, but... Oh god, it's another Moody. So now we have Morgan Moody and Gary Moody. Not related, I guess. Are they? No, definitely not. Morgan Moody is the new one. Gary Moody is the other one, the old one. The defensive midfielder. Well, he's not an old one. You can't just tell me. Who do you want me to play? It's a friendly after all. Hopefully it's not Rooney. Inverted winger on the left. That's trainer. Well, it's not Holt. Yeah, you can have him for more probably, because Holt is on a heavy match load. So I think we will play Cop here. That said, Tumulty has decent form for some reason. Sure. Let's give Tumulty time on the pitch, why not? The U19 striker, which one was it though? Are we talking about McGregor? That's his name, right? McCorry, whatever. Are we talking Alex McCorry, or are you talking about the one that is a pressing forward and, you know, we're trying to teach him to be inverted winger? What was his name? This guy. This is probably the best one we have down there. But he doesn't fit the role as a target man. That's probably quite obvious. So this is why we train him to be an inverted winger. He has some of the attributes for that. McCurry or Gunter? Who the hell is Gunter? Oh, I will happily play McCurry, because McCurry is a target forward. I think, in fact, he's reasonable. There's... Wait, Gilter. Let's have a look. Giller. Nathan Giller. There's one. Yeah, the problem with Nathan Giller is I don't think he will be a target man anytime soon. We tried to teach him to be strato striker due to the finishing, and that's it. We can put him on the bench though, right? There's a bench spot. Let's put him on the bench in spot 15. Maybe he can make an appearance for a few minutes. No promises. But McCurry we can play from the start, sure. Okay, right back we have. Center back. Griffiths. None of these is a center back specifically. Sam Jones, I guess, is. Left back. Left back would be Doherty at this point. Defensive midfielder. Darren Evans. Can also be central defender, not a problem. Then there's Nate Davies. Nathaniel Davies is our new go-to playmaker, I think. Or at least he might be. Depends a little bit. I do stream so often. Do I? I stream like 3 days a week, probably. Maybe more. I don't know. Is it that much? It doesn't feel that much to me. In fact, I took a step back with that. I just played a lot of Football Manager. That makes sense. And I will probably grow tired of it at some point. So no promises there. But for now, it's fun. Also, yeah, well, there's no message yet. But it might be that my girlfriend is asleep at some point. So there's nothing else to do other than go and, to bed myself. So why not stream for an hour or two? And I started this one, I think, at 9 p.m. GMT plus 2. So yeah, but it is. It is. It's a really and it's a part-time job with a really shitty pay. But this is the way it is. We do this for the emotional dividend, not for the money. So that's totally fine. And once it's not fun anymore, I don't know. We will need to see. But for now, it's fun. And that's the most important part of it. So we got a defensive midfielder, we also got a deep lane playmaker. We could use another box-to-box midfielder, which is not available, so I guess... I think that was mentioned from time to time. This came up, yeah. And I didn't get to it. So today I had a choice, right? Besides spending with the most important person of my life, spending time with her, I also did the stickers. I felt like the stickers were more important to the followership in previous streams, like the seriously stuff. So I did that. And I'm quite happy that I got it finished, to be fair, because I had no idea how to do it. I needed to figure out some stuff, and I got lucky, I guess. Not that it's great work, but it's something. Background music is legal stuff. I'm not a lawyer, so I need to dig into copyright-free music that is absolutely possible to be played on stream. And how do I put this? Even if it's copyright-free and Twitch for some reason assumes that this is copyright protected, I will get a copyright strike. And I do not want a copyright strike on this channel. Not at all. I'd rather not have music, if that makes sense. Because there's nothing worse than losing your channel. So I don't want to do that. So this is why I'm rather cautious about it. for the time being, just put on your own music, please. I if I find suitable music, I will probably include some, at least during the breaks and so on. But you know, I cannot do my own music. Yeah, let's bring Toker along. Let's bring somebody for the left wing along. Probably Trainer. Isaac, because why not? Is there anyone that absolutely needs match practice? Please. The trialists can go down to the U19. So that we are rid of them. I guess Jamie Roberts, in case somebody gets hurt. Byrne and Kelly. Kelly will probably go down to the U19. Oh, I didn't get that joke. Sorry. Yeah, I was kind of somewhere in my head. Yeah. I actually thought about including some, but that's also copyright protected. Like the stuff like Rainy Mood or something. You know, just background noises. I don't know, the way a fire is crackling or something like this. That could make a really nice chill atmosphere, but that kind of stuff is copyright protected too. So you gotta find something for yourself that's fitting, and everybody thinks of music a different way. So I realized that this is something that you want to have, but let's take it one step at a time, right? He's 22. I think Kelly can go down to the U19 though. I will drop him. I butchered a mentoring group. Fuck that. Doesn't matter. We had an additional playmaker, didn't we? Well, still doesn't matter. So who will we bring along? Felstead not, Wiles not, I guess Harry Martin. Not needed. So the 2 on medium load here. And, well, I guess we need Alex Holt though, do we? So let's bring him with. Because we need a striker. And now let's look what a young guy can do. That's my argument. But the thing is, people come with different expectations. And for example, so I will always pull this one out of the bag. In the case of Critical Role, for example, I think it makes a lot of sense that they play the same music every time. And this music is, you know, related to the channel. Because they have their own music. Prior to having that, they had... So prior to having the Critical Role theme in different variations, whatever their current variation is, and prior to recording songs and all of that stuff, what they did there, they had Bethesda's work. So this is music of Jeremy Soule, I think, if I'm not completely wrong about this. A guy which makes, you know, this guy makes fantastic music. And also, I think they had Obsidian's work. So the stuff from Pillars of Eternity and so on. For, I guess, the majority of the first season of Critical Role. I don't want to spread false information, but I think it was something like this. So in case you're interested in that, just go back to a first season episode of Critical Role and have a listen. But through time, it got different. They included their own music, I think. And also, they got the right prior to doing that, right? So they looked it up, and I guess they made contact there. I don't know if that's easier to do from LA, given that they are, you know, sitting in LA. But as a random German guy with, I don't know, 80 followers, probably 60 people that were interested in football anyway. Critical Role, yeah. But a random guy from Germany will not get, you know, the right to use nice music. If I drop a message to Metallica, they will probably not allow me to play their music, right? So that will not happen. In particular, not Metallica, given their history. Critical Role is not a Netflix series. Critical Role is a Twitch channel. Critical Role is a franchise. Critical Role is a pen and paper role-playing. Dungeons and Dragons. Critical Role is live. That's why I'm 10 episodes behind, because I stream too much. No, Critical Role is fantastic. Start out at episode 1, season 1. I envy you. And if it doesn't appeal to you, I don't know. It's only the biggest Twitch channel as far as I'm aware. So you don't need to know that. Nice long wall by Owen. Nah. Fair warning though, Critical Role might make you laugh more than ever before. It might also make you cry more than ever before. So, you've been warned. And the first 10 episodes are, audio-wise, they could do with some improvements. But once they got the studio figured out, stuff's really great. I don't know a critical drinker, but alcohol is not something that can be promoted on Twitch. Alcohol is bad. I am a critical drinker though, I drink water. They've been much better up until this point. I don't like that at all. That's cool. Nice. Is there anything, so I don't have time to watch that stuff anyway, but I'm asking on behalf of the rest. Is there a good TV series or movie that you guys watched recently? For the other guys? Anything in particular comes to mind? Poker Face. Okay. Okay. You brought that up previously, didn't you? Or somebody else did. Yeah, Lady Gaga comes up. Nope. That's not what I'm looking for. It's a crime drama TV series created by Ryan Johnson. For the streaming service Peacock. What the hell is Peacock? It must be an American thing. Not sure if it's available in Germany. I will find out. Well, it was published in January. Well done by Owen. So the new keeper is a plus. You can certainly do. Please feel free to message me the official site, where I can have a look at it. Better Call Saul was nice. I think I watched like 2 seasons of it, if I'm not mistaken, or 3. But I got lost though, with the release of the next season. I just I didn't get informed, I guess. Well, Mickey Billion, now you're definitely telling me that I need to watch the series. So, I guess I will have a look. 6 Feet Under is... That's... But 6 Feet Under is a classic at this point, isn't it? I very much enjoyed that, but I was really young back then. It was... I was in school, I think, when 6 Feet Under ran. In Germany. Not a bad one by Tumulty. A dare with a cross from deep towards Gibson. So, given that we play defensive football, we've been not great in defense. But I think, as far as I remember, 6 feet under was rather... Is morbid a word in English? Not sure. It had really dark humor. I like that. Nice. Moody, McCorry, Lewis, Latona. Latona with the long ball towards Tumulty. Tumulty's way faster than the other guys. And that's a wasteful finish. If not for his bad finishing, that would have been the goal. So Tumulty can definitely be the one for the counterattacks. Definitely. Moody. Oh, that's the other Moody. I was wondering, what does the defensive midfielder do up there? Yeah, this is the new guy. This is the model citizen. They should rename that, by the way. They should give it another name. Citizen at this point in time is not a likable word anymore. They are not twins, though. Tumulty again. What a tackle. It's a penalty! Is the hole under one of my arms visible? Not yet. Not yet. So this shirt is still stream viable. Martinez. If this would be a league game, we would take it. Great. Happy with that. This was the central defender, by the way. With the penalty. Not a great penalty either. The Moody twins. Well, one of the Moodies was brought into the club. And we paid him 75 euros for this game. So, he's rather expensive. The other one of the Moody twins I don't think gets paid. Also, they are not twins. But we might as well call them that way. Why not? Well done by Moody. And that's not great. Do we praise them? Sure, we praise them, right? At this point. We're in front. This is fine. Let's go. Harry. Interesting way to distribute. A dare. Oh, what a combination. What a combination. Gibson. So, don't tell me defensive football doesn't result in expected goals. Yeah, really. This is like... They probably had a look at Nvidia stock lately or something. I don't know. It will be fun to see that come crashing down again. Not a hint of complacency. McCorry is anxious. You didn't do well, Mel. Man. Very motivated, that's better. Fine, let's go on. Let's go. Emlyn, King. By the way, this is a league opponent, right? So even if we get lucky there, I'm happy with this. And Gibbings is one that was acquired via the U19. Fowler. This is Francis. Thank you very much, Stream Stickerbot. Thank you very much. Martinez with a long ball towards McCurry, who wins the duel. Moody. Lewis. Box midfielder with a wonderful opportunity for a penetrating pass, and he misses the window. Time window, that is. And he misses the eyes in the back of his head, apparently. He was not aware. Not a bit. Oh, that's not great defending. To be fair, Gibbings is tired. This is not a U19 guy. Alright. We will substitute central defenders. Griffiths is the U19 guy, is he? Who else? I guess Gary Moody is still okay. Kepner. Martinez, well done. Gibson, that could be dangerous. Come on, run, man. You can run. Oh, please tell me this is not offside. Fuck that. I need a beeper for that. Somebody needs to beep me whilst I curse. It would be the American thing to do. Moody. McCurry. That's not great. Do we go through the middle? We don't. Forget about rolling out. Distribute to the target forward. He's not been great lately. By the way, he had more than 45 minutes. He has decent jumping reach and rather decent strength though. Kirsten is healthy? Well, in that case, I will probably be healthy up until my 90s. Corey, Lewis. That's something that you adapt with a language, by the way. At least for me. I'm kind of used to that in English for some reasons. I think I watched too many bad TV series or movies where cursing was, you know, kind of a core element. Boondock Saints comes to mind. But I think Boondock Saints to this day is the movie with the second most fucks that are included. But don't nail me down on that. I'm not sure about it. There might be another movie at this point. Still. Yeah. So if you learn a language in a certain way, it feels quite natural to be that way. Even though it's not okay. I would probably not do that in German. Then again, my German probably includes, you know, similar curse words. Okay. That's decent chances. And he will not get to that ball. Friggin' fantastic. Okay, 70th minute, we gotta rotate. Just for sharpness. Apparently Griffiths is in fair condition already. Sam Jones for Martinez. Martinez scored a goal, fine. Doherty can come on, then Murray can come on because, you know, primary choice. Moody can go off, yeah. Darren Evans can come on. Nate Davies can do the box-to-box midfielder, I guess, at this point. Adam Jones is anxious for some reason, so let's not play him. Hooker for the other Moody, that's fine with me. Kevin Trainer, sure, why not? I guess we can play Giller. We do not need to play Holt. You know? You wanted to play one of them? Now we play both. I hope you're happy with that, Sharon Nullet. And then there's Ryan Gibson. Ryan Gibson as a Metzala needs to be replaced. Yeah, sure, so Adam Jones makes an appearance after all. He needs to learn how to play Metzala anyway. And Kai Clay can come back. The new goalkeeper looks fine though. He does. So let's replace everybody on the pitch. Davies is on a yellow card. That's the left back. Doesn't seem particularly tired. That's over. Play saw that one, obviously. Kai Clay with a long ball towards Giller. Oh yeah, forget about that. Giller is not a target man. Forget about that. Let's roll it out. Do they play out of defense? Yeah. What kind of striker is he though? If he's one at all, he's more of a poacher. Do we want to do that? Sure. For this match we will do it. Let's put him on poacher duty. That's fine with me. And forget about crossing towards target man. Just cross towards whoever you think is viable. Cool. All of this for 20 minutes in a friendly. This is how we do things here. Griffiths. Giller. Trainer. Doherty. Evans. Nice short passing. Griffiths. For Giller. A poacher's header. Why not? They also have brothers, apparently. That might not be. Lynn Murray. Jones. That's a nice long ball for Giller. Did you see the curve of that shot? That wasn't bad. Was a nice finish. Just didn't hit the target. What's this? I guess this counts as defending, sure. So overall, we don't look too bad. We don't look great either. But we have some chances. They are not as clear-cut as I want them to be though. Is Hopper offside? He's not. He is. Great. We need a title for this stream, by the way. We can probably title it We Play the Friendly. Did we play another this stream? I forgot. Toker. Davies. Long shot by the playmaker. Well, Nate, thank you very much. Well done. Hopper, that's intercepted by Giller. Davies. Jones. That's an unlikely combination up front. Jones towards Trainer. Trainer runs down the left for some reason. Now he cuts inside. What a waste. Well done by Jones towards Toker. Giller. He had a finish. Hart. Long ball. Well, if we do not concede anytime soon, this feels fine. Giller. Evans. Jones. There was the passing window. Toker. Seriously, Toker. Offside. But it feels like we created a lot of chances in some sort of counter-attacking situation now. That's the way we want it to be, right? Ah, nice idea though. Well intercepted by Evans. Davies. What a nice ball by Davies. Come on, Trainer. Can you find a crossing opportunity? You can. You can't find a keeper though. Well, he did find a keeper, not a striker. I'm confused. Toker. You know, Mohammed. as a token of your gratitude, you would have been able to score. Overall, performances have been okay. Hopper, Davies. That's a free kick due to being an offside situation. By the way, the set pieces are all over the place. We will need to do these, but not today. That's probably the next sticker. We need to do set pieces. No idea what kind of icon I will use. Clay. What's this? This is forbidden, isn't it? This is not allowed. Emlyn. Downs. Griffiths, well done. And it's offside too. 30 seconds to go. Not a great choice. That should be the game. Is it? Giller wins the header. And Togo wins the game. In the middle of a counter-attack. Sure, we win the game. To be fair, without the penalty that wouldn't have happened. Then again, the penalty happened, so who cares? We win. We win. Insert scene from Firefly here. I think there's a scene. Probably not a popular meme. Obscure, but it might check out. So, atmosphere went up, support went up, everybody's happy. There's a lot of social groups though, I don't like that very much. Mr. Wilds is gone, or he should be. That's fine. Next match is against Trevelyan. Then we go there today. Okay, you know how this goes. Bathroom break. We'll see each other in 3 minutes. I hit the 3-minute mark. Perfectly, I might add. Will we do another one? Sure. Let's do another one. So how many do we do today, though? Was this the second game? Yes, it was. We played Riska as well as Blevin and Blues today. Cool. Faster than usually. With all the talking, I felt like we wasted a lot of time. Well, I did. But apparently we didn't. So that's cool. Belson and Coleman are out of the club. Shocking face. Shocked face, not shocking. So, you guys got any plans for the weekend? Oh no. I guess that's a plan. Sorry, intermission. Yeah, I gotta hunt insects. Great. This one got killed. Plans for the weekend. So my weekend is one day longer, due to some sort of religious holiday stuff. So I got Monday. Monday there will not be a stream. I guess you are aware at this point. I think I mentioned it last time out. We will have friends over on Monday, in particular Monday evening. So 18 to 22 there will not be a stream. That said, maybe I will stream Monday morning if that's possible. I'm not sure. Because, you know, nothing else to do other than preparing for the friends coming over. Not sure. Or I will do another stream tomorrow. So, yeah, it's my weekend. Not much else. Maybe have a ride with the bike. Finally. That might be included. But I still think relaxing is fine. Felstad completed his loan spell. Yeah, he's not with us anymore. He didn't want to extend his loan. And to be fair, I don't think we need him anymore. That's good. Coleman goes back. Sure. Have fun with Vita Hawkdal's AK. He's in the U19 now. Let's have a look at the senior squad. Nathan Lowe is still around, by the way. Nah, he will leave though. I wanna have a look for Ruben Bernigo. Man, 15 appearances, only 5 goals. I would love to sign this guy. Well, I did. With the other Hawkeyes, right? I did. Maybe plans for the weekend includes looking at having a look at Poker Face at this point, and you know, finding out where I can watch this. Same as finding out where I can watch 6 Feet Under these days. 6 Feet Under probably is available on demand somewhere in Germany. That would be the perfect TV series for my girlfriend. 6 Feet Under. 6 Feet Under is a at least if I don't confuse it, 6 Feet Under should be a very old TV series. Yeah, it is. There you go. That should be it. And if this is not what you were talking about, Sharon Nollet, Summary to inbox, please. So, new signings with the club. Sure. I'm very delighted to. I think we signed 9 players. We wanted to conclude small scale business. This is small scale, I guess. Yeah, Owen is definitely one to save the club from time to time. Pablo Martinez immediately as an influential player. That's not too bad. That's okay. Moody's like the best of the bunch, probably. Hopefully. Sure. Does this still leave you with too many options at center back? No. I don't think so. We have enough options at center back, but not too many. I think it's 4 now, because Sam Jones doesn't count anymore. And Gareth Griffiths really was unplanned. He just came to the first team. And given that he's fairly pro, there's not much reason to fire him. He's also rather pacey. For a 19-year-old, this is good material, right? So no reason to get rid of him. But primary central defenders will probably be Martinez and Gibbings. And, well, behind them there's Griffiths and Jones. That's it. We have Darren Evans to a degree, sure. But I see Darren Evans as some sort of ball-winning midfielder, not necessarily as a central defender. And to be fair, he has the skill set for it, so I'd rather play him in ball-winning midfield. Anyone's got any ideas? Do we need other players somewhere? I guess the striker topic could come up. We can always include an additional striker. The problem is I think it might hurt dynamics more than it serves any purpose. So we need to play hold for a few more games. It's not horrible. That's what we signed him for. Hopefully Yates doesn't decline. That would be bad. Sure, we can. We can. So we need to. There's also the possibility that they would just play Adam Jones, right? We could also ignore the entire stuff with the target man. Forget about that stuff and just play Adam Jones as a poacher. to confuse them. We'll look into this later on. First of all, let's see about the strikers. You're right. Maybe something comes up. Maybe there's a 34-year-old that is absolutely willing to come and play as a striker. Let's also pick attributes, exactly 0. So, what's available? Well, ability-wise, the best we can tell is Dylan Reed. Well, then we can also play Adam Jones, right? This is a poacher. And that's it. No, you're signing him. 29-year-old again, poacher. He's fast though. He's got pace. Anticipation 1 to 3 for a poacher is slightly concerning though. What the hell? Where did we get this guy? He was with Amon Ford. He managed to score 2 times in 15 appearances. That's not a good poach. Toby Evans, I think we are aware of. Toby Evans is a decent jumper, has decent strength. Heading is not too great. He's rather slow though. I think Toby Evans overall is not that bad, but he's not one to sign specifically, I think. Wiltshire, Lee, again, poachers. This guy would be target man. Not great. Filter away anyone with finishing under 9. Okay. Okay. If you say so. I will abide by this. The mighty Mika Billion has spoken. That's still a lot of players. These are the ones that might have finishing 19. Wow. This is the way we want things to be. These are all youth options, by the way. Yeah, they will not have that though. They will have very good finishing though. Toby Evans is the best guess for a target man. He doesn't want to come. So 3 are left and they will probably be horrible otherwise, you know? The kind that can score, but... So with Treflin, I'm not so sure. I think that this was the club that was in their first league in Wales last season, and they got not demoted. They got relegated, if I'm not mistaken. I was kind of confused with that friendly. Well, I think this is the way it is. It's so freaking hot in here, eh? Feels like it has 30 degrees Celsius. And we're at the end of May. I don't want to know how summer will be. Recruitment analyst stuff. Sure. So my problem is they are all too expensive. Did I already mention? Too damn Expensive. I do not want to pay you real wages. Go away. Seriously, then we have no recruitment analysts. This is the way it is. Let's go into the squad planner too. Holt, Yates, Moody. Oh sure, I forgot about that. We can also play him as a striker. It's his main job after all. We have 5 points of finishing. But yeah, that could work too. If we want it to be that way. If he scores though, we will go into financial ruin. Which reminds me. He's considered a regular starter, that's fine. No, we will be ruined. But for a model citizen, I was willing to offer anything. And he came from England. So given that he's English, you know, they have, they live in another world, financially. Apparently. He's paid 375 right now. Oh, the maximum we can offer is 250 at this point? That's a problem. That's a real problem, actually. I don't know. I guess that will disappear over time. Yeah, but you know, with Brexit and all, it's probably not simulated in the game, though. They will be poor soon enough. Not funny? Okay, not funny. It probably, though, might be realistic. Yeah, if you play long enough. If I play for another 50 years, probably Britain will be all poor. Yeah, seriously? You do? Like, Ukraine joined the European Union. That would be fun. That will not work here. Let's offer him 150. Man, we can't offer you any much more anymore. That's still lower than what he gets right now. They just pick a random country that is within the European area, and then say they joined, probably. Oh, there's a list. There might be a list. Come on, man, you gotta agree to this. Fine. It's much better. Because, well, this is way below his current wage. Do we want to look through these? Passing is no longer a weakness. What? No, passing is a weakness. Yeah, passing is a weakness, I agree. He runs with the ball more often now. I guess we can do some additional passing training. Now it's heavy. How's his suspiciability to above average? Nah, this is why he's not on passing training. Let him not have individual training right now. He trains for precision and for a trade. That's enough, right? So let's not do that. Chris Adair's individual training. Apparently we should end this. Why should we? Because he's not... well, he's okay with it. In fact. He could do with some additional crossing though, so I agree with that one. Here we go. Crossing training for Chris Adair. Or long throws, really. Long throws are whopping 5 points. Great. Ryan Gibson declines. Oh, in useless stuff. Not a problem. natural fitness. Who needs natural fitness as a Metzala? In his case, though, he's trying to get to his head wrapped around the Shadow Striker stuff. I think off the ball movement still is fine. Yes. His primary goal. Decision making needs to improve, sure. We could also do some technical stuff, but I think this can remain that way. Tumulty should knock the ball past the opponent. That I agree with. Seriously. He has horrible decision making. He tries to play way out of trouble anyway. He has good acceleration, good pace. His anticipation is shit though. On the other hand, how likely is it that Tumulty, he's 20 now, right? Yeah, he's 20. How likely is it that Tumulty at any point will get decent technicals or mentals? It's highly unlikely. So let's forget about this. Let's just knock the ball past the opponent and move on. Where is it? Because he's fast enough, he's got the work rate, he's got the stamina, he has no decision making, so he might as well knock the ball past the opponent and hope for the best. No, it's medium. Medical report says average. I don't want to do too much to him, so let's not give him individual training anymore. Given trainer, we will definitely not include a trait for overhead head kicks. Apparently, overhead kicks require bravery. Did anyone know? I didn't. Seriously, if anyone knew about this, I didn't. Overhead kicks are... who cares? That probably happens once a season, right? You knew? Well, I guess that makes sense, that you know. You're probably... you're probably well within this topic of the particular scoring. True. I can see the sense in that, sure. He won't develop beyond accomplished. I want him to develop as a box-to-box midfielder. Yeah. So did Zlatan break a leg at some point though? Probably not, but you know, we know about that one overhead kick, I think. Everybody does. We had the Mickey Lewis topic, Mohamed Tokra. What's the problem with him? Sure, but as a professional footballer, that's probably... it's just part of the job. There's other players, though, that basically are... like, they have an injury history that basically includes everything a footballer can have. I don't know if you're aware, but in Germany there were 2 players with the last name Bender. One of them was called Sven. I don't know about the other one. So Sven and Lars, I think. Sven and Lars Bender were with Leverkusen and Dortmund. And both of them had injuries to a degree. But I think it was... I don't want to confuse them. The one in Dortmund, I think it was Sven Bender. They called him Money for some reason. So not like money cash, but Manni. I think he has a history of like every single injury you can have in football. He broke his nose like 4 times, I think. And I think with the last time that he broke his nose, it was in some sort of Champions League match. He broke his nose, they stuffed it, and he corrected it himself. Like, if you ever broke your nose, I didn't. That it must hurt really hard. But he just was used to it. Okay, broke my nose again. So, some people are just beasts. And he was injured so much. I don't know. They both look him up. Let me have a look. He's done now. I think it was Sven Bender. Oh, he's still good. So I stand corrected. He plays with PSV Brandenburg right now. But you know, for fun. Not as a professional footballer. There we go. This is Sven Bender. You're welcome. Jürgen Klopp talked about this on an interview. He's 34 now. There should be somewhere on this website should be injuries. There he is. Yeah, there it is. So this is sorry, I put up the wrong link. Seen from that perspective. This is injury history. Have fun. Yeah, obviously this is all German. There's a I think there's an English equivalent at this point, but you get the gist. Always did his job though. No exception. And I guess bravery should be, I don't know, 20 probably. He had it all. Ole Isaac. The most impressive. Oh, you didn't watch? Well, sir, I played the U19s longer than you wanted, and both of them were shit. So let's have a look. McCurry played. McCurry had a 6.7 rating. No, that's not true. This is what happened. He had a 6.2 rating against Blevin and Blues. He was rarely involved in the passing, and in particular not involved in the heading. So no, he didn't have a good game. Not a problem though. We played Nathan Giller later on. Nathan Giller played on a 6.7 rating. 5 out of 6 passes. He won more headers for some reason. Yeah, for some absurd reason, with the 3 points of strength. And we played him as a poacher though. So that happened. But you didn't miss a quite impressive performance, sorry. I think Tumulty was the one to come up in these matches. Tumulty was rather fast and initiated some counterattacks. Not great ones, but he's got the pace. So, given that you are the specialist for the traits, Jaron Nullet, we instructed him to knock the ball past the opponent in the future. I guess going forward has double meaning here, so I should say double going forward. That's definitely the way to put it. No. Jamie Roberts shouldn't take throw-ins. I agree. None of the squad should. Yeah, I see. By the way, how does this work? So now that I'm a affiliate for some weeks now, can you select resolution according to your preferences? Is this something that's possible at this point? I'm not sure if it was available previously, because all of this is in 2K, I guess it is. 2560 by 1440. Okay, so because the entire thing here, you know, is in whatever HD that is. It's not 4K, it's 2K. I'm the worst computer scientist ever. The worst nerd ever. I'm not aware of the specific... No. No. John Gilmore John Gilmore needs to remain with the club. No, I will not give him to another club. He has the most wonderful name in the entire universe, and we will keep him. And given that you were not aware of Critical Role, you will not understand that reference. But I need him with this club. By the way, did anyone see Explosive Birthday Cake lately? It's so calm. There's no critique. I'm not used to this. Can somebody throw a shoe at me or something? It feels like we should probably be less how do I put this? Be less happy about our decision making. Some of it is wrong. I guess Mika Billion does need to do this now. You can repeatedly bother me about playing a 4-1-4-1, for example. I might do it at some point. This guy looks decent, not great though. Probably not great now. Wales has a trial day. Sure, scout those. I will allow it. It doesn't even save the tactics, right? Sure, we could do that. So, what kind of roles do you have in attacking midfield though? Is it like 2 shadow strikers there? What kind of roles is it? I have. That's the thing. I have. Fair point. I think Chernobyl, that is probably the lowest hanging fruit that you could have picked, because that's in the back of my mind all the time, and I realized that this is probably a horribly wrong decision. Um, we can still change it, to be fair, but I guess the way to say this is as follows. Maybe it's a good idea to play the poacher from time to time in his poacher role if we are forced to play in a defensive formation, and if we realize that we cannot outmuscle the central defenders. In these situations, it's probably better to go with a poacher. Or put another way, if we realize that their positioning is not great and their marking is not great, but they are strong and preferably slow, then a poacher makes a lot of sense, right? So maybe I should commit to adapt the weapon to the target. Is that a thing? Hopefully there's some sense to this. So, given that I'm rather prone to forget stuff, you are very welcome to remind me. He will not suffer in his role as a poacher, though, due to being trained as a shadow striker. Tactical knowledge maybe a little bit, but the attributes are all useful as a poacher, right? I wouldn't say I'm obsessed with target forwards. In fact, I'm more obsessed with deep lying forwards actually. On both duties. I very much like deep lying forwards. But deep lying forwards are really hard to come by, especially on this level. If you find them, well. Thanks, Mika Billion. That's your tactic, is it? Sure. Yeah. With an RPM in defensive midfield. Man. Oh. Wow. I will need to, actually. This is a lot of attacking, by the way. This is the Mika Billion way. Did you do a stream recently with this? Would you be willing to? I knew that at one point. It's not what I feel. It's what it is. So let me think about that for a second. If I'm not mistaken, so let's include a target man into the sample. So if I'm not mistaken, we can look up that stuff, by the way. The target man has the instruction to hold up the ball and to dribble less. The target man is a static role, as we know. The hole is probably down here. Here it is. They are not, though. I don't think so. The target man is a static role. The target man does not drift to the sides. At least he shouldn't. He's always between the two central defenders, or, you know, face to face with the middle one of three central defenders. The target man. He remains in the penalty area. That's what his instruction says anyway. So he needs a physical strength to get to the ball, right? He basically hit somebody into the face with the elbow, and that's the way he gets to the ball first. That's target man. The deep lying forward, as the name says, is a deep lying. He drops out of defensive line. So if this is the defensive line of the opponent, I can probably do it like this. Something like this. I think the deep lying forward, he drops back towards the own midfield and tries to run into spaces, towards the own player base, to come closer for short passes, and then do a creative pass that's a penetrating ball, or run with the ball towards the defenders. So deep lying forward is more reliant on technique a lot, and creativity. That said, he doesn't need that much jumping reach because whilst he is somewhat of a target many player type, he's more reliant on his foot. And then there's the false 9. And the false 9 does not drift towards the own men specifically. The false 9 drifts in all directions, if I'm not mistaken. Whilst the deep lying forward drifts only towards the own goal, if that makes sense. The false 9 drifts like a roaming playmaker. He might turn up on the wing at some point, at least to a degree. And I think that's the difference. The false 9 moves in. Is it lateral spaces? I always confuse those. Yeah. I think that's it anyway. I hope that makes some sense. Guide to Football Manager should contain that in detail, by the way. And there's a few good YouTube videos about this too. But I think a false 9 is not specifically somebody that turns up on the wing, but they... Sure. If you've got one, but Lewandowski is not available right now, sorry. Moody and Gibson. So Moody and Gibson need to come off. Gibson can be replaced with... What kind of club was this? They are in the south right now. Oh, is this the club that came down? This is the club that got relegated. So yeah, sorry, make a billion, not today, right? This is a much stronger club. I would rather not get devastated today with some sort of tactical experiment. You know, there's goal setting here, and if we talk in sprints here, you know, in some sort of scrummy approach, probably this iteration should include not being devastated on a moral, not moral basis, on a team dynamics basis. If the mood in the squad is really absurdly bad because we got devastated 0-6, because we wanted to play a 4-1-4-1 that we have no idea about, that's probably not good preparation for the new season. So I'd rather avoid that if I can help it. I hope you understand. That said, I was so close to doing it. It is. This one is, more or less. Or it's a 4-3-3, however you want to put it. It doesn't matter much. Those numbers don't mean much. Also, by the way, the positions on the pitch don't mean that much. It's not like this is much different to if we drop them back, for example. In defense, it looks a bit different. Like the formation on the pitch is more or less what they look like in defense, I think. But it doesn't tell you much. The roles are very important, I think, at Football Manager. But some of the roles have overlaps, obviously. A Shadow Striker and a Metzala are not that different, for example. There's, yeah, different interpretations depending on where you put it on the pitch. Alright, Burn can play. Or Burn cannot play. Oh, man. Where's Adam Jones? Jonesy? Where are you? There he is. So he can make an appearance for Gibson. Martin is apparently a bit tired, so I guess that means that Gareth Griffiths plays. Because, you know, why not? He's tired too. Apparently Sam Jones starts. Sure. Assistant manager on the pitch. And then Gary Moody. How's Martin? Where's Martin? Here's Martin. Gary Byrne is available. So I guess Darren Evans is not available either. Well, one of them needs to play. Who's the least needed? I guess that's Moody. He's the worst of the three. Yeah. Okay. Fuck that, Moody plays. Cool. Do we want to play McCorry though? Again? Where's Holt? Holt is still on the heavy match duty. So I guess he plays, yeah. There you go, Sharon Nollett. He gets a second game. I hope you're happy now. For the next match though, this doesn't look like we play through the middle, does it? This looks like... Forget about that. Well, in fact, we can do that though. He is. He is. Also, he's the worst of the three. Martin is the one that we always play. Moody is the one with 4 points of strength, I think. Six points. 6 points of strength. As a defensive midfielder. He has decent tackling though. I'll give him that. No rolling it out. Distribute towards the flanks, please. Yeah. He's the one with the Vision 1, is he? It's 4 points. Great. Yeah. Let him do it however he wants it to do. I will not rephrase that. It's too late now. Yeah, most likely. Also, Adam Jones is annoyed by being played as a Metzala again. He will get used to it. For some reason, he got really he got adapted to the Shadow Striker really fast. That was not a problem. Metzala, though, he doesn't like that at all. I feel like we should probably have played some other players in some positions. Then again, who cares? Well, I care a lot about this Moody, though. Probably too much, as always, with the model citizens. They come in and they are new gens, and, you know, if they are a model citizen as a new gen, they probably are shit. Which reminds me, I don't know, forget about it. We had another model citizen, that we, back with Yidderhawk dolls, Mika Billiam might remember, that we poached off Tabby FK. And that guy came into the club and we loaned him out. I don't know what happened to him. Also, the central defender that we signed with Yidderhawk dolls was really great. 18-year-old and I think model professional. Or maybe just professional. But I think he was reserved or evasive for something as a media personality. He was friggin' fantastic personality-wise and also really good skill. We never included both of them in the squad. Guess that's history now. Jones. Adair. Well done. Moody. Moody's long ball towards Tumulty. Is it red? No whistle? Seriously? That's a foul. That was the referee's mistake, wasn't it? Everyone saw that, right? It's not just me. That was at least a yellow card. Bare minimum. Well defended. Not well defended. This doesn't go well. So we will demand more. Pritchard. Who was it? Gibbings defended the first ball well, the second one not so much. Yeah, should have been defended out here. Either by Latona or by Tumulty. In fact, the first header was fun. Also, Sam Jones was responsible for the lack of an offside situation there. Again. As always, I might add. Tumulty looks dangerous though, pace-wise. Yeah, and I think we play him on attack duty. This is why there's long balls towards him. There's another Jones on the pitch. Come on, Adair. Don't do anything stupid, that's fine. Oh, it's long ball. Barry. Jones misses the header. I think he got used to being assistant manager too much. Owen, Moody. Another long ball by Moody. Tumulty? Tumulty McCurry. I guess that's a shot. Moody. Latona. Cross from deep. Nah. Jones was available. He's a good header, by the way. I always forget that. Williams. Well defended. Williams. Pritchard. I saw that one in, to be honest. So, the amount of chances is not that high, but the quality of chances created by the opponent is quite concerning. McCurry. Lewis. Doesn't lose the ball. Latona. Cross from deep. Not a chance. Is he instructed to cross from deep and to cross more often? Probably, isn't he? Where is he? Luca Latona. 7 points of crossing. Not horrible. Tumulty. Cuts inside, finds Moody. Moody doesn't find anyone. He finds McCurry. Gibbings. Tumulty. Jones. Way outside the penalty area. Adam Jones doesn't care. He just went with the shot. Moody's corner. And that's it. Davies out on his own. Can Sam Jones defend this? Doesn't look like it. Latona, Tumulty. That's a corner. So, the 7.0 rating says Tumulty has a decent game, and I think that's the impression that we got so far. Moody. Did I mention that I want to do set pieces? Or, different interpretations of want? Lewis. Not a bad ball by Lewis. We forced him into corners. That's not bad. I really like that. Next corner taken by Moody. Gibbings. Apparently Mr. Davies takes his job rather serious. Owen distributed towards flank. That's fine. That's not fine. Didn't we encourage the entire team? Owen's long ball. Ooh, that's a hefty long ball for Tumulty. McCurry, what a tackle. Jones again. That tackle was absolutely vital. Well done by Owen. It was a good free kick, by the way. So overall, it's a game of not that many chances. Nobody reacts to the encouragement, apparently. That or overlooked it. So let's demand more. Because, you know, we are behind. Gave away another shot. Gibbings is exhausted again. This. How much stamina does this guy have? 7 points. What's going on? Yeah, probably. Adair, Jones. The quality of chances created is not great. McCurry's wonderful penetrating pass towards Tumulty. Just look at it. Tumulty definitely can make an appearance there from time to time, especially in the later stages of the game. Say we are in front and we need to defend in the second half. Tumulty is really dangerous. Well, he can be. But the 14 points of acceleration are probably well beyond what we need here. Or at least it's good enough. Again, long ball by Jones. Tumulty failed to notice that one. Richard Gibbings. Yeah, so second half we can do the 4-2-3-1. We can also do a 4-1-4-1. The problem is I don't think I don't think Cup Trainer and Tumulty. I'm not sure, man. Let's see. So Tumulty has 9 points of stamina and 8 points of work rate. That's not too bad for this level. Let's have a look at the rest. You mentioned Trainer. Trainer has 7 points of stamina and 9 points of work rate. That's not much worse. He has superior pace, actually, to Tumulty by a whole 1 point, but his acceleration is 5 points lower. Also, Trainer is not spirited, Trainer is temperamental, whilst Tumulty is spirited, and I think that might translate to better, from a personality perspective, better performances on the pitch. Who's the last one? Cup. Cop. Here he is. Terry Cop. Terry Cop has 11 points of stamina and 8 points of work rate. He's some sort of a midfielder after all. He's the slowest of them all though. So I guess to argue that he's more of a technical guy is kind of weird. But he has good first touch and technique. That's for sure. Also decent mentals for somebody on the wing, right? So second half we go like this. That's more along the lines of Adam Jones anyway. Cole Gibbings can come off. Again. We will play Martinez this time. And Sam Jones will probably not make it to the end of the game. Gary Moody was okay, but not great. For Kopp. So, Terry Kopp counts as some sort of playmaker type in midfield. And the problem is, he's a playmaker with passing 5. So I don't think so. As a box-to-box midfielder, there's... I guess the mentals are really good, but he has 3 points of strength. So I feel uncomfortable playing him in central midfield overall. Now, you can argue, well, I'll let him penetrate, let him play some sort of Metzala role, but I think we can agree that this is probably no good. And again, balance is not great, passing's missing. I really see him as some sort of inverted winger out here. And yes, he doesn't have some of the technical stuff, but it's still better than what he's missing in midfield in general. If we consider this not to be a midfield role. So I think he can make an appearance there from time to time, you know, from the bench if it's needed. I'm not opposed to the idea. He's, in general, he's natural as a central midfielder. I want to play another playmaker here. I want to get Lewis off the pitch. He doesn't have a good game so far. So Nathaniel Davis can come on. He needs match practice anyway. For the extended future, I am hoping that he can improve his mentals. If he gets an additional point in anticipation or 2. Yes. Yeah, that could be an idea. It really depends on the approach for the game though. Say we want to counter from the start. Oh, you're coming from the stamina perspective. Yeah, why not? Sure. If we had somebody that can play for a long time at the same level, so with better stamina, that's probably a good idea. For say 60 minutes, and afterwards we don't care about the stamina, we just want to put somebody on the pitch that's really fast. That's an approach, sure. I'm not opposed to that idea. That's not a bad thought. Yeah, he does. He wouldn't need to be a winger though. So I'm not entirely opposed to this. This might work, especially if we combine it with a poacher. He also knocks the ball past the opponent, and he has superior pace to them all. I think pace 11 and acceleration 13 is good. The rest is so-so. I also think we will get him to... He's unconvincing right now on the right wing. He will be competent once the season starts. I think he went up to unconvincing recently. He'll get there. But let's continue the match. Let's not talk about... We'll be aggressive. Get shit done. Jones. Jones. Moody? 2 Joneses and 2 Moodies. Looks like twins. It's not twins. It's Adam Jones. "15 points of finishing and he hits the post." Latona. Adam Jones. Latona with the cross. Sam Jones is in the penalty area. Martinez. McCurry's header. Forget about defensive football. Forget about the referee. Well... if... Why? Why? Was it Chris Adair? Is this berate time already? There's a sticker for this. I will show you. So, nobody tell me that I don't love you, right? Seriously. I'm still horrified by the prospect, by the way. This will remain there. No, it will not. It will peel off at some point. But you can experiment with the others yourself. It costs a whole penny. So, they should be available since the start of this stream. But the one that says tactical overhaul is probably reserved for explosive birthday cake once he shows up. I'm just kidding. You can use that one too. But he's the one to demand a tactical overhaul all the time. Apparently because he enjoys to watch me suffer. Please don't recommend me doing one for set pieces. Moody. There's also like, I think we have like 8 additional slots or something for additional ideas. And once we realize that certain stickers are, you know, the ones that are more liked, I can use those in some sort of progression system, if we ever get to that. Moody. Oh, come on, man. Davies. There's another Davies on the pitch. Don't you dare doing this to me. Sam Jones's heading is going somewhere. What a pity. Saunders is hurt. Alright. That's included, yeah. I'm not gonna say it anymore. I don't do that. Never. Basically. Never. Seriously. Okay. I feel like I can make fun of myself at this point. Adair can come off, Flynn Murray can come on, Sam Jones has no great game, so let's take him off. Luca Latona, thank you very much for your appearance. Get off my pitch. Adam Jones is on a yellow card. And to be honest, Ryan Gibson needs the match experience as a shadow striker anyway. Not sure if friendlies count though. Morgan Moody has a horrible game, but let's keep him on. He's motivated. Same with Tumulty. I don't care much. He's okay. More or less. Yeah. But the players will probably not have better performances due to laughing all the time. Runchits wants more. It's said down there. This is the way it is. Oh, this might not be offside. Come on, Ryan. He's for somebody that's a midfielder with 6 points of finishing and 7 points of long shots. He's a fucking ass about it. Seriously. Like, he tries to score in a technical way every single time. When was the last time that Ryan Gibson tried for a powerful shot? Does he have like 15 points of technique or something? Okay, never mind. His technique is 11. So that's why he does it. Martinez, Doherty. Not a long ball. That's an obvious foul. Gibson. Oh. Why, Ryan? And that's the second time, I think, that on that wing, somebody took an obvious foul, and it's not even a yellow. Should have been a straight red in the first half. So the referee definitely has a good mood today. At least in one direction, that is. Holt hits the crossbar. Well defended. Gibson, good technique. Evans towards Moody. Way faster. Moody, Holt. Finally. Finally. Oh, fuck. Why? We have the chances. Apparently no off the ball movement though. Is this offside? Of course this is not offside. For some reason we defend this well. Well, we do not defend. It's another penalty. You gotta be kidding me. Owen say hits the crossbar again. What the hell? Did anyone see this? Owen saves the penalty. The second shot goes towards the post. The third shot hits the post, and then it goes outside. Wow. Is there anyone on the pitch that can be replaced? Probably at this point. Hamilton is motivated, Mooney was motivated. We will bring on Isaac. I think Isaac is rather fast too, isn't he? Yeah, pace 11, acceleration 9. Stamina's a bit lacking. But overall I think we have decent quickness on the pitch, on the wings. Quite contrary to last season. This season I think we have decent quickness overall. It's not superior though. And that's a bit of a problem. It could be better. So let's bring Cop on. Two goals conceded and the goalkeeper is on a 7.5 rating. It could have been much worse. Doherty. Not today. Cop. Davies. Doherty. Not a cross from... I guess that's from deep, right? Evans. Lynn Murray. Will he take the cross? Not bad. Griffiths. Doherty with a cross from deep. Davies. Another one got hurt. Did we berate them? We berate them. 10 minutes to go. That fired him up. That fired him up. This is the way we gotta do things. We gotta be unfriendly a bit more. Explosive birthday cake was right after all. It's just not, it's not about demanding more. Or being, you know, specific. I guess it's about being emotional. Yeah, well, it's a friendly, but sure. We can do that. It's not as if it matters, right? Martin is... Gibson is not the one to win these. Evans is. Gibson isn't. That's a ball for Gibson. Doherty. Not a ball from deep. Not a bad one. Not a bad one either. Isaac. And nothing. Somebody named Frimpong plays there. Flynn Murray. Evans. Flynn Murray again. Isaac. Griffiths. There have been chances. And this time Holt was offside. Again. So, you could argue that off the ball movement needs to improve. But I think some of these were not... I don't know. One of the goals probably was really offside. But in particular, I'm annoyed by the lack of yellow or red cards in this match. I think that decided the game, really. Isaac, Davies, Evans, not Flynn Murray. No counter-attack so far. 30 seconds to go. We will not score, will we? In the end, this goes down as an effort has been made. I don't think I'm annoyed by the mentality though. Squad did well. They just lost. I guess this is how it goes sometimes. So overall this was not good. Sure. There was a decent lack of luck though. So let's be angry with the squad. Is there anything in particular that we want to do? Probably not. I guess 7-0 deserves some praise. The problem is, if I praise him now, nobody will understand it, will they? I can tell him that he's been unlucky. Doesn't matter though. Who cares? As a poacher, yeah. Yeah. Holt in general is a bit worrying. Where is he? His performances last season have been 6.71, 4 goals in 11 matches. In general, I think, so on paper, he should be a good striker. On the pitch, though, I'm not so convinced so far. I really like the trade. I also like the fact that he places shots. So plays with back to goal. For a target man is fine. I don't know. I guess the argument goes he could be a little bit better in everything. Just like with every player that is not good enough. That's worrying, sure. So, despite us having the striker area covered to a degree, we will probably rely heavily on Toby Yates. At least he's got a history of scoring. We could also play a poacher here, really. Adam Jones as a poacher is totally fine. The thing is, to rely on a poacher throughout the entire season, that might not go down well once the opposition has adapted to it, so not sure about that either. But it's getting late over here. I think this is a good time to wrap up the stream. So thank you all very much for watching. No promises that I can do another one tomorrow. I might though. So bonus stream might be tomorrow or on Monday, or none at all. I will drop a message in Discord, just as I did today. Thank you very much for watching, Mikabillion, and thank you all for keeping this, I guess, just a funny episode overall. It was really fun to me, and I enjoyed the conversation very much. So have a good night, or for Sharon Nallard and everybody else in the United States, have a nice day. See you soon.